Alright, good morning everybody. So it is Monday, the 18th of November. Headed to Booth Bay right now to do a 3D scanning job. I just have one job to do today, so should be pretty simple. And then when I get back, I go to I'm gonna actually edit a few Instagram reels to post. I've been kind of slacking on those recently, so I'm gonna edit one of those. It's behind the scenes of the fitness video that I posted last week. And then there's something else that I need to actually film for the reel. It's just a little funny idea I've had in my head for a little bit now, and I want to post it and see what it does. And then other than that, I gotta continue editing the fitness stuff. So interviews and stuff are completed, but I need to actually edit the actual like highlight tour. So I have all the shots proxied already. I did that last night, so I get to start actually editing now, which is going to be exciting. I have everything shot listed, so I know how it's going to play out. I did end up filming a lot of other shots that I did not plan for, just because Fitness Studio does a lot of different things. So we wanted to encompass everything that I didn't have on my shot list. So I'm going to spice in some of the other shots as well, just trying to, get the whole gist of what they offer. So other than that, you're going to do some editing later. Alright, so I'm at the house now, and needless to say, this is a very big house. I think they said 2,200 square feet on the forum, and they were not lying. It might even be bigger than that. Right on the ocean, and it's beautiful here. So I wish I could show you, but I can't because it's someone's house, but it looks cool. So I'm outside now of the property, and it took me about an hour and a half to do the interior photos. I thought it was 3 floors. Those only ended up being 2 because the basement was locked off, which is actually really convenient for me. But right now, I'm sitting at an hour 31 minutes, and I just did some exterior photos, and I'm on the beach now, and it's beautiful out here. I'll show you the house real quick. That's what the house looks like. Really big. That's like the bedroom up there and stuff, so yeah. I'm probably gonna end up doing a few more photos just of the driveway, and just trying to show the front of the house a little bit more. But other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta do here. It's Tuesday now, and I am 8 minutes away from my first scanning job of the day in Newry. And it's only 1,000 square feet, so it should be pretty quick, 35 minutes probably. And then I have to head an hour and a half, or hour 40 I believe, down south to Gorham and meet up with the boss of the company that I do this work for. At least if he texts me, I will. I haven't heard anything yet, so I can't I don't even know where I'm going. I don't have the address yet for where I'm meeting him. But he has a storage unit property that he wants scanned for like private use. So got to do that as well today. Luckily, it's still paid just the same as this other stuff. So yeah, got to do that. But I'm about to miss my turn if I don't pay attention. The property I'm actually doing today is on the property of Sunday River. So 3 minutes out, Sunday River right here. I've been here before. Really nice, very big ski mountain. And yeah, I'm only like 3 minutes out. It's one of the condos. I've been here before. I've actually done a few scanning jobs here, probably 2 I believe this year alone. So yeah, they're really nice condos here. This one's only like 1,000 square feet, so it's not that big, but that's fine with me because it was a 2.5 hour drive to get here. Actually 2 hours 40 minutes, so it was almost closer to 3 hours. But yeah, we are coming right up to the main lodge right now, which is crazy. Well, I'm in the property right now, and I'm only filming this because it's like not a house technically, it's like a resort place, and I'm making sure not to get the whole thing. But I have to open up all the windows because it's just really dark in here, and the camera, the Matterport camera I'm using, isn't the best at low light, and so just being able to open up the windows helps a lot. But apparently it's 3 floors as well, so it's probably only 1,000 square feet. It's very small in here. But I did the property for my boss. Turns out it was actually just a warehouse that they had, and they wanted scans for internal purposes or whatever. But after that, I went to Martin's, and if you guys aren't local to New England or Maine specifically, because they're only in Maine, Martin's, it's a surplus and salvage store. They have like, I don't know, 6 to 10 locations probably, and it's pretty much just like, you know, let's say a company goes out of business, they have a bunch of overstock, you can go here. Like a truck somehow gets in an accident and they can't sell that stuff to a like an actual retail store, so they'll bring it here. So I picked up a brand new ski jacket that retailed for like $250, and I got it for $50. And now I'm headed home. I got an hour 58-minute drive, so yeah, I'm gonna go home to like 4:15, but not too bad, and I'll deal with it. I got a last-minute real estate job that I got contacted about yesterday, so I'm heading there now. It's in Stetson, so it's like 30 minutes away, not too far, but it's in the middle of the woods pretty much, so I gotta wear orange, the real estate agent said. When it comes to just doing real estate aerial photos, I have a base price of $150. It's a flat fee, doesn't change, and then I charge mileage on top of that, so it's 50 cents a mile, anything past 20 miles. And then I also do a 3% fee on top of that for QuickBooks because they take money out. And for some of the lower things, it's not too much, but when you do weddings and I charge like $3,000 to $4,000 a wedding, they take out a lot of money, like over $100, and it's not feasible. So stuff like that, I actually don't do the fee, but for real estate things I do because it's a lot less, and I don't want to charge like couples for weddings an additional like a few $100s. So I just finished up. It was a 15-minute job. It was like 47 acres. It was like at least half a mile, a little bit more, walk on an access road to get to the property. I'm glad we did not take that. That's why I wore orange, because we were gonna walk up it, but I flew the drone and I got enough photos. So I'm gonna have to add some rough boundary markers. I want to edit up the photos, but that shouldn't be too hard. Transferring stuff now, and you know, I want to show you guys how I organize all my real estate stuff, and I kind of do the same method for everything. So like I have on my portable hard drive, which is the SanDisk Extreme Pro 4 terabyte. It's really nice, except the fact that this port is really loose now, so I can't really move it much. So anyways, you open it up and you have like 2 folders: personal, professional, and then the year. And this is where I put like, you know, photo, video, weddings and stuff. But then real estate stays out of that just because I don't really need to organize it by year stuff. And then I have all the names of stuff I've done for, but then raw photos, and then all the photos are in here right now. I do bracketing photos. I know on my real estate video I had done a little bit ago, at that house, I think it was like the first week or second week I did this. I do bracketing photos for like interior, and I also do it for drone photos as well. So just the simple DJI auto exposure bracketing. Not auto, it's AEB, but I manually adjust the exposure and make sure it's where I want it. So I do that for all the photos. I end up taking probably 15, 20 separate photos, but right here there's probably like 40 or 50 because I gotta manually put them together. But gonna edit these quickly, add some very rough boundary lines, and then make note of that as well on the photos that they are rough boundaries, because you're not really supposed to do it anyways. But I have the top-down view of the land plot, and so I'll just gonna overlay it almost and then put little lines, so it'll work out. I got an email from the marketing officer over at the bank for the interviews I was filming for them, and had some edits I needed to make just for some of like the cuts and stuff like that. They're a little bit jarring, and looking back on it now, they definitely were a little bit. So I made some edits on that. Now I have to go back and finish and do the same edits, similar edits I should say, to the rest of the interviews. I have 2 here, 2 here, and then the other 2 right here. And this is all the rest of the footage from the interviews, in case I need to pull anything else and put it in it. But yeah, it took a little bit because I thought I had a good amount of like a leeway within the edit itself, but going back on it, I had like barely anything remaining for time. So I had to remove a few things, cut out like literally half a second of like not talking to be able to like move stuff around and make it work. So I got that. So that first interview is done now. I got to work on the second one, but I think the other ones have very little tweaking to do. So other than that, I have get to send that over to them, and that's all set and good. And then I have a shoot with them on Tuesday with their CEO, and then another guy. So that'll be pretty interesting. And yeah, I also got a text from the fitness studio girl, the owner of there, and she loves the video that I made for her, and they're going to be putting it on their website, and that's going to be uploaded and published on Monday, so the day I upload this, which is going to be pretty cool. I'll be able to share that in next week's video. And I got to make a quick little change to it because they want another version of it without the bathroom shots, probably just for social media sake or whatever. So yeah, gonna do that, and that's pretty much what my day's been consisted of, is just editing, but gotta get this stuff done. Alright guys, so it's been I actually don't remember when I recorded last, but maybe yesterday at some point. But it is Saturday now, Saturday night, and kind of had a busy day. Didn't really have to film much for, you know, video related stuff. Had my brother's gender reveal party for his baby. It's a boy. Congrats. Me and my girlfriend were the only two people who knew, so we were in charge of like setting that whole thing up. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 3:30 in the morning and drive 2 hours down to Falmouth, and I got to shoot another short film, or at least continue where we left off for that short film I did last week or the week before that. So yeah, we gotta finish a few other shots that we weren't able to get, and then get that last car shot again because we weren't able to get the shot we really wanted. So this time the call time is 5:30 instead of 6:30, so I gotta leave here at 3:30. So gonna be a fun day. Like right now it is 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go to bed in like 10 minutes, and then gotta wake up at 3 in the morning. So I will see you guys. Whew. It is 3:32 in the morning. It's 3:32 in the morning, and the whole car packed up. I don't know if you guys can see anything back there, but an RED12 right there. We get the ballast on the other side. We have two Matthew combo stands, my 6-foot speed rail, 6-foot rail, 6-foot tubing for a 6x6 frame. All my stuff I had last time, diffusion cloth, tripod stuff, everything like that. My camera stuff, my power station, my camera in here for like behind the scene photos and stuff. So yeah, the RG12 is borrowed from my old college. That's where we all went. People who are filming today, we all went there. So we were able to borrow that. They don't ever really use it. It's a very bright light. So we need to punch through the diffusion to you know, emulate that sunlight. So it is so dark outside, believe it or not. So might be hard to see, but we can start staging all the equipment, all the stands and everything out on the porch for now. But I need to get the follow focus, give it to the camera team so that they can have that all set up. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna chill until our actor's girlfriend leaves, because we're at his house right now and her car is like blocking a key part of the area that we need. So really just staging stuff and waiting for a little bit of sun to come up. All right, so we got the RED12 in here and we're setting it for the first shot, but it's not going to be for another like few hours. We gotta wait for the sun to come out a little bit. But we got the combo stand over there, my Dana Dolly. I'm trying to run some power over here to power, I believe, the D12, but we have to hide it because we see the front of this house. So don't fall, Izzy. Alright, so I'm inside filling up this air compressor. We gotta use it for the shot in the car to spray some stuff out of it, out of a tube. So I think we need like 50 PSI just to start. But it's actually filling up pretty quick, so that'll take like another minute or so. But Yep, we're still setting up on side. We have a few hours. We have until like 11:30 to finish the shot. You cam sideways.
Yeah, so basically I tripped. I don't think we can run.
The camera's actually sideways because the rolling shutter is really bad. So it's technically shooting vertical right now, but we're shooting 6K open gate. So we're gonna, not we, but Matt, when he edits, is just gonna crop in and make it normal.
This could sound crazy
because it's using the whole sensor. So it's pretty much shooting 4x3 right now.
Literally warms up as it warms up.
You're talking on the left, right?
Yeah. Can you give us a lesson on HMIs?
Turn it on.
Okay.
It looks good.
Why is it green?
It's supposed to do that.
It's a green light?
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually used it on 3 seasons of The Incredible Hulk to make Lou Ferrigno green. They didn't actually use any paint. That's an insider tip. Don't tell anybody.
So focus marks are being set right now.
So we're gonna run through it. And we're gonna call it stop.
So my job for this shot, I'll show you. So I gotta hide in the back of the car, similar to what I did last time. But I'm gonna be hiding back here and gonna get the air compressor without it falling, and then shove that nozzle into this tube, and that's what's gonna shoot out all the stuff. Because under that gaff tape is like the end of the tube. So hopefully I am not seen. I really gotta hide. Maybe get like a Fernie blanket over me, but we're still gonna do focus marks real quick. Corin's over there setting that. He's the first I see. So focus points. Yeah, we're setting with the tape measure, trying to get exact, precise, because we are using vintage lenses. So the focus is a little bit soft, anyways. So just having those measurements nailed down is going to be important. But we're using a lot of vintage lenses, like Soviet lenses, I believe. I know we had the N44-2, but that's probably a zoom lens right there. So the sun's obviously moving that way a little bit. So now reflecting, hitting that back wall or back window a little bit, trying to just raise up the ambient light. But I also came in here and put up my DJI mic. So that is right there. And then that runs over here and is taped up right there just for a second source for when he throws up in here. Because it's 32-bit float, so you can just raise the gain. But yep.
Thumbs up.
So what's actually in that?
Cranberry juice, green food coloring, donuts, cornstarch.
I'll give you $50 if you take a sip. Oh yeah, no.
Is that gonna? Tastes like cranberry juice.
Ew. You pouring that in? We got Ethan back here, sucking on the tube. I don't know how I feel about this.
We're good. We're good. Like.
So Gabe, isn't this the Zcam? Isn't it a red killer? Allegedly.
Yeah, I think so. Without me in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hello.
You put every step up ring you have on that thing?
Yeah.
Wow. No. I don't know how dark it is, but a bunch of people told me to try to vlog this on my camera instead of my phone. And obviously it's going to look better. So, yeah. We're going down here right now. We got everybody right down here. So yeah, so we got a few shots to get down here, and that's pretty much going to wrap it. So, we got some stands. Yeah, the 2 combo stands, 3C stands for an overhead. We actually have a dog here that's visiting us filming, which is pretty cool. Alright, so to make pack it a little bit easier, I put the D12 back as well as the ballast and a few other things that I had. Dolly. We still have to use the stands down at the beach, but I can at least put the actual head and dolly away in the tracks. So that's all put away. And now we're waiting for a card to transfer to continue filming because the second card we had seems to be like formatted wrong and corrupted. We have 2 cards, so I think it just finished up, and then we can continue down there. There's only like 2 or 3 shots we need. We just finished up. I think they have one more shot to do, but I have a 2-hour drive back home, so I'm gonna leave a little bit early. But I got everything else I need to drop back off at school. And yeah, it's Monday now, and I was going to end the video yesterday, but I had interviews to film tomorrow and Tuesday, but they just got rescheduled. I found out this morning. So instead of continuing the vlog until tomorrow, just because the rest of the week I don't have anything to do, I decided to go to Home Depot this morning because I want to build a almost like a little shoving unit in the back of my RAV4 to hold my gear a little bit more nicer than what I have right now. So I spent like $60. I got this piece of plywood just for the top platform, and then 3 8-foot long 2x4s, or 2x3s, I think, actually. Yeah, 2x3s, just for the frame of it. But I'm gonna build a little shelf back here that comes up to about here, goes across, and then has platform up here for my light case, and then my sandbag case, and then under it has room for some other stands and then some other things, and then yeah, it should be pretty simple. I'm already cutting up the wood right now, so I want to have enough room in front so I can lift this and get stuff under here. So yeah, building that. I'm at my parents' house right now because they have all the tools. So pieces are cut now. So I, for some reason, thought this was 46 inches long. It's actually 48. So there's a 46. So a little bit of overhang, which is totally fine. I'm not expecting too much weight to be over here anyways. So anyways, 46 inches. These are 22, I believe. Same as these bottom ones, and these are all 12. So these are going to be like screwed into here, into this. So it'll be something just like that. Just imagine that. And that'll be in that corner. And then I was going to have this be on top, but I don't want to lose space. So it's actually going to be screwed in like this. Same on that side. And then these will be laying down flat, going across that way. So it took probably an hour or so, but this is what I built. I think it's pretty awesome. So obviously I have the wood there, support that way. I totally forgot, I don't have an actual joist that this top platform can screw into, other than the ones that run this way, or the ones that actually run this way, which is totally fine because there's not that much weight on this. But I had this big piece that's in the front as an extra, just random piece from extra stuff, and I realized I could just build a lip on it so that when I put that light bag and then my sandbag stuff, it won't fall over. The only thing I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do is I do have these tie down points. I might get something that can like strap down this whole thing, because obviously right now the whole thing slides, which isn't the worst thing in the world because it's not really gonna go far ever anyways, but still I want it to be a little bit more secure, so I'll have to figure out that. I do have some ratchet straps, so I could figure something out. But yeah, I think so far this is awesome, and now I can store all my gear in a little bit safer manner. So yeah, it's finished. I put all the gear in there that I have, or at least I normally keep in my car. I still have my camera backpack and stuff, but I can always put that in the back seat because my main goal was to keep everything back here and have this whole back seat empty, because I just, you know, sometimes I bring extra gear. So I have, at first I did put my combo stands and I put my C-stand arms down here, but it was not fitting right. So I brought my light stand and brought it closer to this so it doesn't, like, you know, it's not going to fall off because the lip. And I have both combo stands with C-stand columns, and then I have the actual base for the C-stands back there. It just fits better. Then I have tripod, soft boxes, 6x6 cloth, all that kind of stuff in there still. And over there I got my water bags, pretty much sandbags, but just fill up with water. And then sandbags and a few grip things in here. So I think this is perfect. And then I also bought LED strips for the whole thing, so I can just have a little bit of light in here when I'm working if it's nighttime. But I'm actually gonna get some Velcro, and I'll Velcro this probably like right here. Right now I'm powering it off a power inverter that I have, but it has a louder fan than I thought it would for just an LED strip. So I'm gonna get just a normal car plug-in, and yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I also want to mention that the reason why I had it stopped right here was, and I think I mentioned it before, but I can at least show you now, is the hinge for this bottom part opens up right here. So now I can get to like my car cleaning and bike cleaning stuff, as well as just some grocery bags and some other things. And I still have room for groceries if we need to get anything in here. So I think this was a good investment. Only like $57 that I invested into this. Honestly, that's not bad at all. I thought it was gonna be like over 100, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And yeah, so if you guys need any contractor help, let me know.